כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא. בעזרת השם, let's adjust a little bit the video. We will be continuing learning today Mitzvoth B'ezrat Hashem. Mitzvoth, today is the 8th of the month of Cheshvan. Two Mitzvoth Deoraita, Mitzvah number 63. Prohibition of speaking to a ger or hurt him verbally, abuse him verbally. Chas v'shalom, it's a prohibition. Mitzvah Deoraita number 63. Mitzvah number 64, in the same respect, Chas v'shalom, to cheat a ger out of money. Not allowed to cheat anybody out of money, but the Torah specifically prohibits such a behavior to be done as well with a ger, especially. No Jew, but especially even a ger. So we'll see right now why the Torah specifically gives us the salachot. B'ezrat Hashem, the mitzvot today are mukdashim. The limud is mukdash l'rfuah l'ilui nishmat kol haniftarim shebeYisrael. All the Jewish nation people, especially those who were deceased without anybody happen to have say kaddish on their behalf. B'ezrat Hashem. So l'ilui nishmatam. And also the refuah shlema lekol cholei amo Yisrael b'cholam ele, all those who were harmed, who were in the harm's way, unfortunately with this attack that we sustained in the Jewish community today. There's a lot of thousands of people who are still harmed, and Hashem should send them refuah shlema physically. Those are harmed mentally, those who are harmed spiritually. Everyone should have refuah shlema mihira, and to only go up and up in kedusha and the tahura. And B'ezrat Hashem, also we're going to mention a few names. Refuah shlema Chaya bat Leas, Yosef Chaim ben Maprat, Yaakov Israel Darniel ben Angela, Amnon ben Bilha, Amnon ben Osnat, Rachamim ben Fricha, Yom Tov ben Rivka, B'ezrat Hashem Shmuel ben Shimon ben Rosa. Refuah shlema Kol Am Yisrael. Hashem knows all the names that we always mention. And B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to start this Shiru also. We're going to mukdash the Shiru. Hashem should return to us all the Jews who are in captivity all over the world. Doesn't matter where they are. If they are in jail, if they're whatever it is, we know that a Jew is going to be mistreated, unfortunately, by Goyim, even more so. As we see that the Goyim have a special one standard for the Jews, criminal punishment, another standard for their own. So it's all those inyanim, all those things. Hashem should clearly, immediately free all our captives and let them go and serve Hashem from the place of Torah, Gedusha, and Bet Midrash, and not Chas v'Shalom through jails and Chas v'Shalom or through captivity. Mitzvah number 63. Mitzvah lehonot hager b'dvarim, שלא להונות הגר בדברים, שנמנעו מלהונות הגר אפילו בדברים. חס ושלום, to say a word that will say that will harm a ger, specifically in reference to that. Again, if you have a ger as a student, I have few gerim who were students, I give them over their heads. They have to know there's time to learn. There's no playing games, there's no hinky-pinky business. You have to be in midrash. Say 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock, not 5:05, and it's not 6 o'clock or tomorrow when I feel better. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about that. We're not a rabbi to a student. We're talking about specifically where a person would like to make a comment that will hurt the ger. Just, what are you doing in our community? Or chas v'shalom, if a ger is learning Torah, and he's pointing out that the community is doing something wrong, and somebody says to him, hey, you're a ger, how dare you tell us what to do? What do you mean? How dare you? That's his job. Any Jew. When a Jew violates Torah, there's an obligation for every Jew to comment and to reprimand the person he's able to mention something. Hello, that's not how we behave. The problem over here is somebody wants to rebuff a ger from giving him musar and giving him over the head the fact that he's a ger. That is going to be asur. We have to understand that the ger, he took on himself, he had a pleasurable life, no obligations, no responsibilities. Do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. Eat whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. And enjoy any pleasure, which will not violate the 7 mitzvot Noach. Yet, he comes in and he wants to take on himself to be part of this Jewish nation. שאסור לנו לבזותו אפילו בדברים. We are prohibited to embarrass him in any way, in any form, shape, or form, even by words. As it says in Shemot, chapter 22, Pasuk 20, Veger lotone, we're prohibited to harm a ger, meaning by words. Even though we are obviously prohibited to cause verbal harm to anybody, to a Jew or to a goy, it doesn't matter. Now, this one, a goy, he was a goy before. He abandoned it all and came to become under the wing of Hashem. Hashem gave us an additional warning in reference to this person. And the Torah actually repeats it in various locations. As it says also in Vayikra, chapter 19, Pasuk 23, Lo tonu oto, do not verbally abuse him. Another place, we have to understand the sensitivity of a ger who is already feeling neglected, who is already feeling rejected. He left his nation, he left his father and mother, and he came to us. So he has the sensitivity, and therefore we are commanded to be more sensitive. A lot of people, this is a sensitive person. This person, that's sensitive. A Jew, your Rabbi, have to be very careful. This person is sensitive. This person is sensitive. The reason I have to be careful because he's sensitive, he's a selfish little monkey. He gets offended so fast, he's a selfish person. He's not sensitive. You know what sensitive is? Sensitive, according to Torah, is you feel other people's pain. Not, oh, I'm offended so fast. Habibi, that's not what sensitive means. You are selfish. Somebody tells me, Rabbi, this person is sensitive. They're not sensitive. They're selfish. They're so self-centered. Chas v'shalom, you say a word, they're going to be so sensitive. What is a true sensitive person? A Jew? You have to be sensitive about other people. That's called sensitive. Sensitive doesn't mean you get hurt when somebody does something bad. Sensitivity means you feel for other people. And that's the ultimate goal of a Jew. Not, I'm sensitive. Don't talk to me like this. Oh, the rabbi said, why didn't I come to shul? Now I'm not going to come at all. Hello, Habibi. What are you talking about? That's sensitive? That's selfish. And that's the fine line. The fine line here is everybody, oh, I'm a sensitive person. Oh, you offended me. You offended me? What shtiyot? A ger could be offended. And it's befitting him to be offended. He abandoned everything. He's now in a new world, new kingdom, where a kingdom of a Jew. You want to be sensitive? Show your sensitivity. Be sensitive to him. Be careful what words you say. Be very careful. Show your sensitivity. You want to see that? I want to see you're sensitive. I want to see how many people are outside sensitive. Everybody little selfish monkeys. Everybody just worried about themselves. Oh, don't say something to offend me. What? You don't say something to offend them. That's sensitive. So don't tell me now a person who gets offended from every little chuchkachka is a sensitive person. I'm talking about a Jew. That's not sensitive. That's selfish. But we have to understand a ger. A ger, he doesn't have a backbone. He doesn't have a backbone. A Jew always has a backbone. A father, mother, relatives, cousins, all the rabbis, community. That's gvura. That's might. Now, don't tell me you're sensitive, you get offended from every little word. That's not sensitive. You're selfish. So what do? Work on your midah. Change it. What is sensitive? Feel other people. Go figure out what other people are. Try to be sensitive to other people's feelings, not only to yourself. Now we're talking about sensitivity. Now we're saying this person is sensitive. What does sensitive means? Feeling other people's plight. The Jewish people, they have somebody, a backbone. The Jewish people have a backbone. A ger doesn't have a backbone. He doesn't have a relative. שיש חשש בו שלא יחזור לצורו מכעס הביזיונות. חס ושלום. A ger. I'm dealing with a situation, a family here in Florida, where the father is crying every day. His 20-year-old girl is turning and saying, I never wanted to become Jewish. What? That doesn't work like that. Once she's Jewish, she's Jewish. After later on in her life, the embarrassment, the throwing out of the yeshivas, the schools, the problems with education, the problems with respecting her, with accepting her properly. Now a child thinks she could become a Goyan. She claims she never was a Jewish. What do you mean you never was a Jewish? Once a Jew, confirmed by a Beit Din, there is no going back. There is no becoming, I want to be un-Jewish. And therefore it's a big sin. It's a grave sin for that person. Once a ger is a ger, he cannot go backwards. But if they try to, and they're going to say, who needs the Torah? And they're going to go and start doing the Avirot. Each one is Avirah, like a Jew committing an Avirah, and the ger will be punished for it. Who caused them that? Oy, 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 how much? And there's some schools over here in Hollywood. A guy opens up a school, a religious guy with a beard, with a hat. Our school doesn't accept gerim. If they're proclaimed to be kosher gerim, how dare you? How dare you? What you could cause. Hashem yetzeleinu. V'amru b'sifra. And it says to us, שלא תאמר לו, אמש היית עובד עבודה זרה ועכשיו נכנס תחת כנפי השכינה. חס ושלום, ever to tell a ger you were an idol worshiper and now you're coming to tell us what to do. As we know, mostly gerim are much stronger than even the most observant Jews in the neighborhood. Now the guy tells him, you're coming to tell us what to do? Yes, he's going to come and tell you what to do. And you be quiet. You don't open your mouth and say a word to a ger. משורשי המצווה מלבד מה שכתבנו כדי לחוף את יצרנו לעולם לבל נעשה כל אשר נמצא בכוחנו לעשות לרע. Again, the root is to make sure that we are not evil. We are people caring for others, sensitive. I'm a sensitive person. You want to be a sensitive person? Sensitive for others' plight. על כן הזהרתנו בזה, האיש שהוא בינינו בלי עוזר וצומח. Therefore, we have a person amongst us who doesn't have any backbone. Nobody helps him. You go and help him. You be his backbone. You do not ever abuse him. And anybody who does, you give him over the head. וישכוח ביד כל אחד ואחד ממנו. אם אוהביו עליו לבל נעביר עליו את הדרך כלל אפילו בדברים. Therefore, it's chas v'shalom, a person who's dealing with business with gerim, a person who's dealing with anything with the gerim, a teacher, anybody, should be very gentle. And of course, listen, don't expect me to be gentle to any ger who's coming to learn by me. Everybody's the same. I don't play games. You come to learn, you're going to get it over the head if you play games with Hashem's Torah. I'll give it to you. But again, a business relationship, you promised something to a ger. Oh, he's a ger, it's okay. No such a thing. You have to treat him more than just like he's one of you. It says over here, it's like, no. Today, unfortunately, it's so bizarre. This gerim, chas v'shalom. מתוך גדרים, כאילו נקנה נפש יקרה ומסולדה. וסייס אלה מיותרת המידות הראויה לקבל הטוב, וישלם בנו חפץ השם יתברך אשר חפץ להיטיב. Again, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is all about good. So now all we have to strive to be like Hashem. Go and do good for others, especially for a ger. דיני המצווה כגון רוב הזרות שהזהרנו וזיכרונם לברכה עליו. The rules are that there's a lot of warnings, a lot of stringencies, a lot of sensitivities about how we have to deal with a ger. ודיינו להזהירנו עוד בדבר שב-24 מקומות הזהירו התורה עליו. The Torah actually warns us about 24 different locations about sensitivity, how we have to treat ourselves with the ger. וכתבו גם כן לחיזוק המצווה שבאותו לשון שנצטווינו בעבוד המקום שנצטווינו בעבוד הגר. It's almost it's as if it's the same. How we are commanded to love Hashem, we are commanded to love a ger. שבעבוד המקום כתיב, as it says when it comes to warning us to love Hashem, it says like this in Dvarim chapter 6 pasuk hey, ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך. You have to love Hashem, your God. What does it say in reference to loving a ger? Over there in Devarim chapter 10, Pasuk Yuted. ואהבתם את הגר, you must love a ger. והרבה דברים כאלו במדרשים ובקצת מקומות בתלמוד. The Torah is full of education and sensitivity, the true sensitivity. Not I'm sensitive, you're a little faker, you're a selfish individual. Sensitivity is how you treat other people. Sensitivity, be there sensitive, that's called sensitive. Everything else is selfishness. This mitzvah is obligation for us all the time in every place. Bezacharim ubenekevot, males or females, regardless. Everyone obligates to treat a ger especially with love. Anyone who transgresses this mitzvah, ubizawo avar alav, and also embarrassed him, he transgressed a sin. Ve'en lokin alav lefi shemo maaseh. However, there is no lashes here by a beidin. If you embarrass the ger, oy vavoy to you. If there is no beidin, then there is shamayim, and Hashem knows how to give lashes, and those are you begging for a beidin to punish you, because once the beidin punish you, when a father strikes you, it's 1,000,000 times better than Hashem comes and strike you, because the father give you, and maybe even sometimes giving you a little bit more, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu is precise, and Hashem even if it's coming more to you, but because the father acted, the father has a mitzvah to hit his children for that purpose. But the matter is, because if not, then the beidin shalmala, Hashem's beidin will judge, and that's something to stay away from. Mitzvah number 64. Chas v'shalom, in the same aspect, we are prohibited to violate or transgress, chas v'shalom, trick, fake, deceive a ger in monetary issues. Oh, he's a ger. You know what? He wants to become a Jew, right? Let me charge him X, Y, and Z. Let him give him extra classes. He doesn't need extra classes. He's already educated. He knows Torah left and right. He went, no, you want to become a ger, you have to come to my beidin, and in my beidin, I have to see you for 3 years, and you have to spend $500 a month to get a training. What do you mean? I did all my training already. I already know. I already know the Torah. I already learned the Torah. I learned I started learning even Gemara. No. You want to become a ger by me, you have to come and go through my classes. I mean, you have everybody has a right to have standards, but if a person is already 100% learned and 100% already there, give him a test. Let's see if it's up to your standards. If not, okay, get him to your standards. But if you're already up to your standards, beyond your standards, chas v'shalom, to trick him, to cheat him out of his money. Or chas v'shalom, to say, he's a ger. This is a rich ger. This guy is rich. Let's take money from him. The bookcase is going to cost $500 to me by him. By you, if I come to your house, it's going to be $750. I'm going to do you a favor. $750? You charge my neighbor $500. Yeah, the material went up. And lying, Hashem, chas v'shalom. שנמנעו שלא להונות הגר בממון, שאם יהיה לנו עמו משא ומתן, שלא להונות אותו. We're prohibited. The Torah gives us additional. We have to understand. We'll learn right now. Any Jew you're not allowed to trick. How come a ger? Let's see. It says in Shemot, chapter 22, pasuk 20, ולא תלחצנו. You're not allowed to pressure him. Right? ואמרו במחילתנו, the rabbis explain, ולא תלחצנו בממון. You're not allowed to press him with money. וזה עליו נוסף על עליו שיכללהו עם ישראל כולם שהם בלאו דעונת ממון. Everybody knows you're not allowed to trick people with money. All the Jews are like this in all this in the aspect. How come נזהרנו עליו בדברים בממון מן הטעם שכתבנו? Why the Torah specifically adds additional prohibition, as we already said. We're talking about a person who has no backbone, and you're going to go and take revenge of him, take advantage of him. Chas v'shalom. We already discussed. You have to learn yourself to be sensitive for others. I am sensitive. You're not sensitive. You're a fake, selfish individual. That's what selfish in the world today means. Selfish, they changed the word from selfish, sensitive. You're selfish. Stop lying to yourself. You want to be sensitive? Let's see how you talk to others. Let's see how you treat other people. That's called sensitivity. ובלאו דעונת ממון בישראל נכתוב קצת פרטי ההונאה. Again, we know cheating a Jew is not allowed. And we will discuss that later on when we get there. But again, over here, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to give you a special reward. As it says, Ratzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Israel. Hashem wanted to give merit to the Jewish people. Lefichach. Therefore, He ba lahem Torah u'mitzvot. Therefore, He gave us more and more learning Torah in more ways to fulfill the mitzvot. Right? Because that's what Hashem wants. Yes, it's a asur to cheat a Jew, and it's asur to mistreat a Jew. But with the ger, we're going to give you additional mitzvah, because now when you treat the ger with a certain sensitive white silver gloves, and you're careful with him more, it's going to be a double mitzvah, not just over like a ger is a Jew also. It's not just over a Jew. Now you have additional aspect of taking care of a ger, and then you got a double mitzvah. And B'ezrat Hashem, Hashem should give you bracha, v'atzlacha, and love everybody, all the people around you, and especially gerim, and also goim, not to mistreat anybody in any way. And Hashem should bless you on all the good. Have a wonderful day.